Yeah, so coming into turn one, you need to be tight with the racing line. He lost the apex a little bit. He just goes too wide, and this is the tricky part with this curb. This curb is not flat. Right. It has a higher part. It was way behind. He catches a little bit on the straight line, but Matthias loses the place. Bennett is the fifth car, and then Matthias changes a little bit the line and taps the nose of Bennett's car.
Let's take a look here.
Yeah, must have lost it on the exit curb. Oh, even before. And going, ooh, that was a big one also. Going backwards to the tires, so. Just, whoa, he moved, trying to look for that overtaking opportunity, and just two aggressive moves with the steering wheel. Yeah. And just carried.
Straight has not been able to find a way through into the race lead. Big dive for third, and contact he's made as up the inside clatters Henrik Joslin, and that was against the pole position driver, Alfie Slater, and it has left Henry Joslin sitting on the grass waiting now for a gap in the traffic. He just sets off anyway and causes yet another impact, and that was not that intelligent, I'm afraid to say, because he could see the traffic coming. And then in third spot, Ethan Jeff Hall, as they hit the brakes, come now down into the hairpin whoops. Drama in the background, that's Clark going off the road. Inevitable contact as the car comes across the circuit, gets collected by others. Jafari up the inside. Stays ahead of Gareth Thomas. No, he doesn't. Thomas assaults him, rides up the rear side of the car, back down to earth. Broken suspension, I fear, for Thomas. Jafari's having a huge lose.
Laps here at Zandvoort, round 14 of the GB3 Championship, partnered by the BRDC, about to get underway. The lights go out and we are racing. Great start from Hugo Schwarzer, and there's a crash with the two high-tech Pulsate cars. That was Gerard Shee and Will McIntyre. There's a big crash behind all that, almost.
Sì, è il team ufficiale sudcoreano con... No, e qui ha sbagliato, ha fatto fuori Taylor che non c'entrava assolutamente. Ecco, guardiamo, ma qui siamo troppo lontano per comprendere che cosa è successo. Qui è vero, cioè lei si intravede che sì, ma c'è stato un po' decisamente del caos.
Is Simon Waterfall with a good start for the 24 car. Fifth is Parry, and that's Pete Smith going off the road. Pete Smith off the road into the barriers at Tower Bend, straight into the tyres, and I'm afraid that's his.
小中がさあもう早速背後につきました。さあ 100R で小中が下野の背後につきましたよ。さあちょっとコカ・コーラ2台接触。さあ2台ここでちょっとクラッシュです。
Nästa omkörning på gång, japp. Så blir det Brorsson på insidan, två stycken på ett bredd. Oj, Bergström! Mästerskapsledaren är ställd på en. På start och mål. Engström trycker på Joma! Engström trycker av Joma. Tuff körning, Joma får spruta.
Kliudo Seat automobilį Čepkauskas Racing. Seatas visiškai nepaliko vietos greitesniam automobiliui.
Su Nemuno Dagiliu. Ir čia prie vidinio trasos dalio. Ir čia. Крента! ЛГ Олет Энримо Дера ударил.
Плотникова был там какой-то контакт с, может быть, с Родькиным у Ивана Твердохлебова. Он пускает вперед Чачаву. И посмотрите, за пределами трассы Калинин, Закеркин.
Wide for what will be third, fourth and fifth position. There's a little bit of contact further back as a couple of cars rub against each other. I think that was Robert Rees alongside Steve Dobson. And Robert Rees has done what Robert Rees does all season. There's contact, there's a spin. Mike Dewhurst gets tangled up with Darren Howell.
Impact from within the driver's seat there, so didn't even drop a wheel off there, Knowles. It's just cracked the throttle in cold conditions and mega impact into that concrete wall. And just
this way last week, driving your supercar in the test evaluation over Triple Eight. Wow. So it's 245 k's an hour on approach to turn one. And they just lift and down change from 6th to 5th and then turn the car in.
Then Di Pasquale and Davison. Now here's some of the story. Okay, so Macaulay is literally just a victim in this.
Mitsubishi Triton, this is Amar Sharma and Jason Norris and the Automasters entry. And they've managed to drive through it. Did it make any contact? Well done, everybody.
But look, this is on Vern. This is where... Sorry, not opening lap, rather, earlier in the race.
Yeah, big time.
Dennis
I think he's quite upset with this penalty that they gave him. That's unfair.
Yeah, put him out of it earlier. Rolling.
So you know you're outside on, and you're going to be inside on the next corner. So there was not...
Turn 8 in the middle sector, and it's another moment for Perez when the rain started to fall that he's found the barriers. Crossed. Oh my word! He launched off it, up high into the barrier.
Okay, something happened, sir.
Will he dive this time? This time he gets there, he locks up and he makes contact with his old rival, Verstappen!
Didn't move the steering, mate. Copy, mate. So that was Verstappen. He arrived out of control into that one. I'm not even going to get into a radio fight with the other teams, Max. We'll let the stewards do their thing. It's Charles.
Through turn 11, let's see what's become of Pepe Martin. As he turns in, it's a big spin then, and he's lost the engine as he makes his way to the wall. Bit of front wing, exactly the same spin. He just has soft compound tyres on that grip the road a bit better and stopped him before the wall, unfortunately.
Car, the high-tech, off the curb, into the barrier, out of the race. Amaury Cordial okay there?
Yeah, hits it with the right-hand side of the floor, actually, doesn't he? And just unsettles the car. Relatively big impact, inserted impact. So we've got the road in off the road, but that's not the eventual issue. That's the issue there. Exit of turn 11 for Browning. And then it's going to be on the turn in for 11 as he loses the rear of the car. Bang! Into the outside wall, unfortunately for Browning.
Time lap. Let's just take a look here. Almost identical. Almost identical, just a little bit wide at the apex, and there's just no grip. The wheels aren't even locked, it's just the car's not. And the driver's some issues. Here's a replay of what happened to Toby. Just, I mean, it looks almost inch for inch what we saw from Lundqvist yesterday.
So brutal. Rossi and Lundqvist
side by side with power, sorry. Dixon
now
in the wall.
Is that Canapino or Grosjean? It's Canapino in the 78, seen up behind.
And to the pit lane.
Question is, did Kiffin Simpson get his hand off the wheel in time to not suffer the same?
Championship leader just barely gets by there, and he has to hang on to it. There was a big wiggle. Who clipped him?
I think this is Pietro Fittipaldi in the hub car, and then Ferrucci.
And then Pourchaire.
Wow.
Hits his teammates.
The fencing did a great job keeping that car inside the track. Coming. This is from Siegel's on board. Oh, all three. Full court here, full court. It's bizarre. Oh my goodness, that is such a terrible feeling. It actually fired the car back up. He bump started the car.
McLaughlin's out. Power might get a drive-through.
Very likely.
Side of Beswick. Have a look at the other side here. Yep. Armstrong, I think, potentially touched the left rear of Beswick. He gets through, no damage to the car of Armstrong, but you can see they were three wide. Packed up well. Dozhelski's going to go down the inside. Lockie Hughes is going to try to run there on the outside, and boom! That is that. Have a look coming out of this. Oh, he overcooks it, doesn't get it turned, and into the tires. So left front damage, and he knows it. He actually puts his hands on his. You're too tired if you're starting to. Oh, it's a spin. Oh, Johnson in the wall. Nikita Johnson taps the wall coming out of turn number 6.
Over top spot. Let's have a look at the replay. And yes, he's just got too hot coming through corner number 1, and that is a hard hit on the outside wall. And Jackson Di Benedetto taking over top spot on lap number 1 with a bold move up the inside. Here's a look at the problems with the 5 car of Robert Cipriani Detris. That's in corner number 8.
Pense sur la 71 et pas sûr que lui-même n'ait pas touché par quelqu'un d'autre. Je sais pas, mais ça. Oh. Et là, il y a Xavier Bourlard qui arrive, qui percute. On a des voitures des pattes, je pense. J'ai envie de dire, quand on a 17 ans, c'est presque normal.
Ah oui, c'est ouh là, un accrochage ici. Oh là là.
Oui, plusieurs là.
Ah oui, avec Xavier Bourlard.
De nouveau, oui. Et on a la 67.
This may shed light on what happened. They were nose to tail through the stadium. Leroy looks to the inside, sees a gap, gets up the inside, up the curb, bang. Let's see. Comes towards turn 17. There's a big gap on the inside. The Maserati commits. It was well up the curb anyway. Stefan Perrin comes across, so that we can have a look in the background at what happened. It was a very, very big impact into the side of the Toyota of Cindy Goudet and Gabriela Zhilkova from Noam Abramczyk. Cindy Goudet copying the full force of that, so we wanted to make sure that the drivers are okay.
So they just found something slick on course, and already the 20's in it, but you see the 22 coming in late, and they hit rear to rear, so that's how they collided. But
Yeah, good spot there. Yeah, there's definitely something on the race over the dry line, and they're just finding that grip, and then they both go for ride here. A little bit of dirt tracking. Labarge is going to hit the fence. Minor glancing blow.
Pretty late.
Yeah, he just gets on the brakes there, just got it locked up. You can see everything is completely locked. So
yeah, I thought it would.
All right now.
Yeah, same thing off into the left hook there, and it just never
locked up. Yeah. So I wonder if when he went off-road, has torn off a sensor or something, so that Neil doesn't want to give it to him. There's some argy-bargy there. He's sent hopefully for a ride. This is going to be a big one.
Big hit there for the...
So this is the left-hander NASCAR. She actually lose it earlier. I mean, she may have had a...
That was Ron Zaras up the road as well, having a similar
he was sideways, so maybe so it might come down to the last lap or two.
Yeah, the 63 at Grossberg made it all the way to the tire bundles, and that was a heavier impact, and there is some damage.
In the grey, let's take a look, yeah. With the mud, the wet grass there, you're just not going to recover, unfortunately.
And Thompson's got an overlap here on the outside touch, and the 66 spins McNulty straight off course.
Yeah, I love to see that Sally's fighting for that position.
24 is chasing this car here up the hill, and is there a touch and a push there? And Arthur's going to get into the dirt and head straight for the Armco and up and over. And
7:52 to go. This is why Felipe Salacada has found the barriers despite quite a significant amount of moment. And it's one of the Oregon Lamborghinis that's gone off and has nosed the barriers. And it is Alessio Deleda.
Peugeot has actually dropped to 6, and now he's under pressure again. This time from Nikhil Bora. Tappanen, and there's 2, a contact. Oh, goodness me, contact between Tappanen and the 74.
At what happened, what brought out the safety car. Oh, a huge accident, monstrous crash. Also involving Filippo Fiorentino, one of 2 Brazilian drivers. Looks as though we're down to one of the PHM cars going straight ahead. Kamal Murad, this just a few moments ago. This, the second Muffy racing car. Into the wall, so slightly.
Down for the back of the rain, the deluge starting to cascade down for the skies, and there we have it. Enzo Richer and Paolo Brajnik.
Heaven for Bebo Girolamo, but let's take another look. Big contact. Casella, a passenger at this stage, side-by-side contact, straight into the wall, and Viva.
Qui pourtant prend le meilleur, attention parce que derrière ça fume, ça chope. Là on a une grosse envolée là pour...
En la horquilla, claro, ahí está. Pagani por adentro, Kirno por afuera.
Semitrompo, se le rompe la trompa a Pagani, queda ahí Kirno.
Espectacular fue el vuelco. Toque. Bueno, el vuelco lateral. Não se detuvo contra nada.
E olha o Zé Neto indo para cima aí do Edson do Vale. Já vem para cima do Sangalli, que está com o carro avariado. E aí tem o toque entre os 2 primeiros colocados da B. E aí o que aconteceu, ó. Olha lá o que aconteceu.
Eu acho que ele já vinha com o pneu furado naquela fritada.
Nitidamente, olha lá, pneu traseiro furado, aí pocotó, barreira de pneus e já era.
No, si es Andrea.
Andrea se había quedado, Andrea se había trompeado o la contactaron, no tenemos esa toma. A ver si lo tenemos aquí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pasan bien. Contacto de Javier Razo con Jake Cosío. Y ahí todo el bloque trasero. Vámonos, ahí está también Roger, ahí está el Chaparrito, ahí está Rubén Robelo.
Regina.
Ahí está.
Forward motion. Here's a look at it. Keep your eyes. There's the 21. Back end of the car snaps around. 360 degrees. Drives away in the right direction.
Difficult to tell from that angle as to whether or not there was contact or if 21 just went around.
We are green. Hitchcock's going to show the way to 1 and 2. D-Mac hard into the wall. McIntosh slams the fence, and upside down goes D-Mac. Red flag. Red.
Leading at the halfway point, so Wallace has led the last 20 as we're under caution.
Got loose, maybe a little overcorrection there on exit. Right here you see it just step out, wheels turn to the right, and it hooks. Yeah. Bad feeling there.
Yeah, what an amazing job. It looked like Jackson McLaren.
And we see her drop back already 5-6 spots from where she started. Lawless Allen gets in and gets loose, catches her in the left rear.
Yeah, that was the cause of the incident, is the 33 of Lawless Allen.
You'll see his left foot come out in a minute there. Bike's just straightened up on him.
He's turned hard, there's no malice there, he's gone for the grip. Bike's got more than he thought it was going to get. And Ty's, as you say, Kelvin, face planted really.
What has happened here? It is one of the stockers. Yeah, that's a really fast accident that to be having down there. Down at Degner 1, that's a really, really quick corner. It's a stocker again, and you can just see.
Now, as we look back on some of the falls earlier on in the race,
Ori Atsumi trying to go with him, but not managing to do that. Is that Gino Ria down again? It is.
Yeah.
But there was big drama. Scott Swan made a move on Talbot here and wiped out Davey Todd, the championship leader. Both riders okay, but costly for...
Didn't leave him much room. That set him up, look. That means that puts him wide.
Like, no, Buchan's lost the front.
And it's Buchan who's gone down and knocked Danny Kemp with him. And then that lot...
Danny Buchan and Glenn Irwin is receiving treatment. And look at the state.
Absolutely unreal, that.
Brilliant stuff. And there's that crash from... have a look in the background there. Oh.
I don't know what's happened because he hasn't got off the bike till he's got to the grass. So I don't want to make assumptions or...
Walaupun panas tapi di grandstand, seketika bahaya. Nasib baik. Satu tindakan yang agak bahaya sebenarnya. Kerana cara dia masuk semula selepas terkeluar itu sedikit berbahaya.
Pelumba diteruskan, jadi bermakna pendahulu tidak ada.
Seorang lagi, dua pelumba.
Dua pelumba lagi yang ke selekoh yang pertama. Dan ini saya katakan tadi, kita katakan perlu dia nampak goyang sedikit dan terus melanggar pelumba sebelahnya, tapi
순위를 언급하기 힘들다. 승리를 했어요.
96번.
네, 지금 무슨 일인가요? 홍재 그런 기회를 만들었습니다.
김동훈 선수는
문제가 있나 봐요, 차가.
브레이크가 여기서 김동훈 선수 이렇게
Guilherme Thiago Kreger tem a quarta, você vai acompanhando comigo. Ai, Kreger. Ficou pelo
to navigate. Oh, wow, Herfoss is down, out wide, and it looked like he touched the dirt and went down. So
yeah, it's going to be a lose the front probably in turn 10 really early too.
That's a fast one.
Yep, that's a fast one.
Look at that bike tumbling. Ducati is different from the BMW.
Yeah, it's really easy to do that down in turn 6. There's a big dip there, and sometimes you can actually...
Helt odramatiskt.
Ett framhjulssläpp. Aj. Och den där cykeln ska de få ordning på.
Apologise. Sam getting it all wrong. Really unlucky for Scott Redding there. Apologies to Garrett Gerloff and everybody at home. That people can't do with fresh tyres. That's losing the front actually on the left before you go into there. So that is a fast crash entry on the way into that corner. And as we know over this weekend, 0.9 off 10th, it's not been a great start.
On Lowe's again. It's difficult to know. Alex Lowe's out of the race on lap 17 of 22. He did not deserve. Brack and Booliger go into the first corner together. Booliger,
Petrucci's taken out Bautista.
And Iannoni's everything you need to know. Watch out for number 9 in the middle of the pack. Boom.
Yeah, it just got sandwiched just behind Gardner, and Petrucci had to pick it up. Iannoni.
That team want to know, of course, Svoboda broke his leg, didn't he?
Yeah, and that was unlucky there. That's Jeffrey Bowes in the gravel with Maheda in Bravo that's on the brakes into turn 1. And they're all off at turn 1. That's Carter Thompson. That's Van.
Got it wrong.
He did, and then he pushed.
Mirko Janai had a horrible impact there.
Yeah, Vanucci, like you say. gravel. What happened here? Maybe. Oh, wow, that really slapped his chest. No wonder he's winded from that one. It kind of came round on him, but then gripped. High side 7th, finished 7th in race 1, and then that higher 5th in race 2. And down goes the MT. Sofoglu at the last corner. Well, he's lucky. Sofoglu. Yeah, just in the middle of the pack there. Look, it was just, I think, Tom Edwards that just went on the side of him, and then Lucas Myers had nowhere to go. Upset also. John here. Look for Tom in the back of this pack. Oh, well, he's gone on his own. Kaitatoba, I think, as well, number 27 on our screen. Now, are they going to follow him in? Because that's going to be really...
Here for Pope.
Let's see, look at your screen. Oh, the high sides, yeah, they just come together. Oh, that was a really tough impact. Hard.
How he fell. Does he lose the front end? Oh, how big was that? We never saw that originally, did we? What a huge moment that was for Kaiser Wolf.
It's in 6th place. Let's have a look. Oh, no, he just caught the kicker coming out of the corner. Lapping a slow rider, and as you can tell, he got a handle. But Jeffrey Hurlings will be paying no attention to that, of course. Oh, but he goes down. He just caught the back wheel of Bonacosi.